Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J. And I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, Jessica, how come ignoring girls makes you want us? Well, if so, I'm glad you asked, because while I've done different versions of this video before, I'm gonna shed some new light on the topic to explain why you should stop giving us all the attention you're giving us, and to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear these little quick fixes you can make to your game to get women chasing you, or another one of my videos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button with the notification bell. Okay, so like I said, I've done this video before, but I was signing up a new client last night, and he said to me, the only thing that's really worked in the past has been ignoring girls. And I said, okay, well, what happens when you're not ignoring girls? And he goes, well, it's like when I really like them and I try really hard, they want nothing to do with me. But when I ignore girls, all of a sudden they want me. What the fuck? And I knew exactly how he was coming across with the women he wanted just from that statement alone. And if you know you're in a place where you would like me to just tell you what the fuck you're doing wrong and how you can fix it so that you can create connections and chemistry within seconds of opening your mouth, especially with the women you want, so you don't have to play these weird games where you are ignoring them, but then trying to be yourself, but then not getting them. Once you do start making an effort, book your call right now to jump on the phone with me, and we'll talk about whether or not my 90-day coaching program is for you. JessicaJDating.com/book. And yeah, we'll talk about how you're coming across to women, and more importantly, what you need to do differently and how to get that on autopilot so that you never have to lose out on the women you actually want ever again. Again, that's JessicaJDating.com/book. You're gonna be talking to me, and spots are filling up, so make sure you grab yours while you still can. Okay, so let's talk about ignoring women and why it actually works. Now, first, I want to tell you a story. When I first was able to get up into club, you bet your ass I was up into club a lot. And I'll never forget, I was 21 on the Jersey Shore, whoop whoop. And the first time I went to this bar, it was Bamboo Bar for all you guys who used to go there with me. And I remember I was on the dance floor and some like super fine dude like came up behind me and like we started dancing. And I was like, oh my God, I love this man. He's so fine and he can actually dance. And then whatever, he got my number. And I think he called like once and I tried calling him back and nothing ever happened. But I was like so into this guy and I don't know why he never answered my calls. I was like, I don't get it. I thought we were in love, but whatever. So the next week I go to the club and sure enough, I see my man. And what else do I see? I see my man going up behind some girl and dancing with her. And she turns around and does this and walks away. So what does he do? He goes to the girl next to her and does the same thing, starts grinding up behind her. And then she does the same thing. She looks and walks away. And I'm like, ew, it could have been any girl. He didn't give a fuck. He would have taken anybody. I wasn't special. I am literally watching him go down the line of girls to try to see who'll take him. So I'm like, yo, that does not an attractive man make. No woman wants to know that the man she's with or the man she chose would have taken any woman. Because if when we choose you and we choose to open our legs to you, again, our bodies do not know that it is not caveman days anymore. They think that sex is only for procreation. So we are attracted to the men who have staying power, the men who are loyal, the men who aren't just gonna take any girl that walks right in front of him. It wouldn't behoove us to choose the man who is giving us so much attention. Because why are you giving us so much attention? You don't even know us yet. I could be anyone. Who's to say you're not just gonna sway easily? Then next time another woman comes around. I'll give you another story. My ex-boyfriend, he was a serial cheater, and I should have known this. Anyway, the way I found out was, I remember it was back when MySpace came out. He was using my laptop and he was still logged in, and I went onto my computer and I saw that he was still logged in and he had all these messages pulled up and it was an inbox. So I saw all these girls hit him up and I was like, oh my God, these thirsty ass hoes. And I was like, wait a minute. So then I went into the sent box. I saw that this motherfucker had messaged around like 30 girls with the same, hey, you're fine, what's up? Like, you hit up 30 fucking girls. Mind you, only like 4 responded. But still, like, ew, that's my man. And I remember thinking, ew, he can't even get a response from more than like 2, 3 girls, 3, 4 girls. And then, this just goes to show how insecure I was. I didn't leave him after that. Then he like signed up for community college and I was writing all his papers because he sucked at writing. And I don't know how I ended up in his emails. Oh, that's right. He wanted me to email his professor. I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, he wanted me to email his professor the paper I wrote. So I had to obviously email it from his email account. And I saw an email from a girl, and the girl said, listen, I have a boyfriend. You need to stop trying to talk to me. I have no interest in you. You need to leave me alone. And I was just like, ew, he'll talk to any girl. So let's go back to the secret psychology of ignoring women. When you are not giving attention to women, or you're not putting in more effort and energy than them, it shows to us that you are a discerning man. And you're a discerning man who isn't easily won over by a pair of tits and ass, which therefore makes you a more ideal mate for mate selection. Because again, what is us getting together? It's us copulating. At the end of the day, you can lie to yourself and say you're not interested in sex, but I'll tell you right now, all women are interested in having sex with a man we are interested in. So if you were a man that is capable of ignoring us and doing your own thing and not being easily swayed by us shaking our tits and ass in front of you, you will be a more attractive candidate for the puss. And I was so traumatized by these two experiences when I was in my early 20s that I started to only be attracted to men who did not give me attention immediately up into club. And I'll tell you right now, for every guy who initially didn't give me so much attention at bars and clubs, maybe, you know, I met their friends first, or their friends were talking to my friends, and, you know, we just happened to have to talk to one another. For those guys who weren't proactive in talking to me, those were the guys I fell for. Those are the guys I ended up going home with. Those were the guys who turned out to be really awesome fucking guys. We don't want the guy that's like, sup girl, sup girl, sup girl. I think it's what, Night at the Roxbury when they were doing that in the club, or even like Wayne's World when they're just like swing, swing to every woman. Again, we don't want a guy who's swing, swing to every woman, because if we mate with you, we're gonna be physically incapable of protecting ourselves for 9 months. And then we gotta take care of that baby, because we're the ones who produce the milk. So we're going to want a man who is capable of choosing us for us. And if you don't even know us yet, and you're giving us all this attention, all this adoration, we'll be like, how do you know you should be giving us all this attention and adoration unless you were doing it to any woman just to be selected yourself? Does that make sense? So a more attractive mate would be a man who is more focused on getting to know us first before all the attention, before all the adoration. And the only way for us to determine if you are a man capable of staying, who truly wants to get to know us and only us, is for us to have to put in work to get you. If we are not able to easily win you over, that makes you that much more attractive. So if you know you need eyes on your interactions in regards to, Jessica, am I coming off too needy? Am I coming off as putting in too much effort? Am I fucking up my chances in being seen as the awesome quality guy that I truly am? If you know you need these questions answered, you need eyes on your interactions to see what you are doing wrong and what you could be doing instead to be coming off as the really awesome fucking guy you are who's watching my channel to better himself, book a call with me now at jessicajdating.com/book and let's talk about it. Let's make it happen. Why wait any longer? And please stop being thirsty out there. Don't be my ex. Don't be that dude. Don't be swing swing. And thanks for watching as always. I'll see you guys next time.